Hey, Julie, what's up? I decided I'd deign to spend my valuable time chatting with my beloved, impoverished older sister this fine evening. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. You're a high school dropout. Here, let me start over. I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand. Me Morgan, you Julie, me brother, you dum-dum, me want talk.
Oh, great. It's you again. What do you want now, Mr. Everybody is an idiot except for me? Did you run out of friends to talk down to? Am I the only person left in the world who'll actually listen to you?
Hey, what kind of attitude is that to have with your own kid brother?
Oh, and now you're going with Mr. Dishes It Out but can't take it. What a weenie.
Wow, okay, name calling? Really? God, you high school dropouts are all the same. No manners, no civility, no decency.
You seriously need to go back through our chats sometime and count how many times you pull the exact same line. Like, I swear, you just copy and paste that exact post.
What are you even talking about?
Every single time you run out of things to say, you default to the same tired insults. You're a college grad, right? And an adult? Then maybe try acting like one. You've got a degree, so how about showing you've got a bit more range than just, ha, you didn't finish high school.
I don't want to hear critiques of my phraseology from a person who can't even spell phraseology. All I'm doing is saying the truth.
Meaning what exactly?
You're a high school dropout, right? High school dropouts are uneducated morons doomed to a life of poverty.
Oh, please. Sure, I didn't graduate high school. And what of it? You think that makes me defective?
Yeah, of course.
Do you even remember why I dropped out? Dad died suddenly and somebody had to step up. I didn't have the luxury of finishing school. I had to work. I had to help put food on the table. That wasn't a choice, that was survival. And guess what? I've worked my butt off for years. Now I earn about what the average person does, maybe even a little more. And more importantly, the people around me, my coworkers, my clients, they judge me based on what I can actually do, not based on whether or not I possess some magic piece of paper. I'm lucky enough to be at a company that's cool with side gigs too. Know what that means? Multiple income streams. Honestly, the only person in my life who ever brings up my education is you.
Yeah, and I have a God-given right to rub that in your face. I graduated top of my class from one of the most prestigious universities in the whole damn country. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know. That's your other go-to. I'm losing the argument but want to make it look like I'm winning lines. Anyway, you didn't just message me to do usual brag and bash routine, right? You wanted something. What is it?
All right, I almost forgot. You threw me off with all your constant insults and nastiness.
Just get to the point, would you?
You asked for it, here it is. I've got big news. I landed a new job.
Oh, for God's sake, Morgan? Again? You mean you quit another job already?
Ugh. You're already talking about my last company? Yeah, that was a total disaster, just like all the other places I've worked. No vision, no understanding of what I bring to the table. They had absolutely no idea how to harness my genius. That company's going under for sure, so I bounced. No way was I going down with that sinking ship.
Excuse me? That company was run by a close friend of Grandpa's, right? I seem to remember Grandpa calling in a favor to get him to hire you.
Yeah, and apparently Grandpa has zero business sense whatsoever. Any company worth working at would naturally roll out the red carpet and beg me to do whatever sort of creative work I wanted.
You were a brand new hire. What were you expecting? Your own department and a gold plaque with your name on it?
Once again, the fact that I was working there for an entire month and they didn't put me in an executive position is proof positive that I'm right about them.
Wow, you really are brilliant at spinning excuses.
What was that?
Nothing. Forget it. Look, you haven't even lasted a full month at any job you've ever had, Morgan. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop messing around and actually settle down. I don't know what sort of company you got hired into, but could you please stick with this one for a change? Maybe dig in and try building a future for once?
Fine, whatever, I get it.
Hey Morgan, got a sec?
What, you want to lecture me about my work life again?
Actually, no, not this time. I was talking to Mom earlier and she mentioned something kind of unbelievable. Apparently, you've managed to stay at your current job for a whole month. That's gotta be a new record for you, right? So what's it like over there? Does it feel like something you could actually stick with for once?
Huh. I mean, I still don't think anyone there really understands the full extent of my brilliance. It's like they kinda get it, but not really. That part's still annoying. But there's one thing that's keeping me interested. The CEO. She's insanely hot, like drop-dead gorgeous.
Excuse me?
Seriously, she's got this insane figure, and the way she walks around is like total power woman vibes. And no offense, but she's way more put together than you'll ever be. It's not even a contest. Apparently she's your age too, but she's actually made something of herself. She took over the family business from her parents. Plus, she's super calm, composed. She's like the definition of cool under pressure. She's got that whole ice queen thing going on, and honestly, I am so into it. Just imagining what she might be like once you get past that icy exterior. I mean, come on. I swear a beautiful, badass CEO is quite possibly the single hottest thing on the freaking planet.
Oh, for crying out loud! You're not seriously sitting at your desk daydreaming about your boss like some cartoon perv, are you?
And if I am, what's the big deal?
The big deal is, maybe try working instead of drooling over your boss like she's a pinup.
Relax, okay? I am working. If I want to impress her, I've got to show I'm a capable, reliable guy. She's not going to pay attention to some clueless slacker.
Wow. Well, that may be the single worst motivation you could possibly find. But I guess if it finally gets you to take your job seriously, I won't complain too much.
What's wrong? You sound kinda bitter. You scared your little brother's gonna marry into a rich family and leave you in the dust?
Not even remotely. Like, why would I be afraid of your feverish delusions?
Say what now?
You've barely gotten started, and she probably doesn't even know your name. And if she does, that doesn't mean she likes you.
You kidding, right? I'm a top-of-the-class graduate from a top-tier university. I'm a certified genius. Women like her don't just ignore guys like me.
Sure, keep dreaming. Just make sure you're not making things harder for everyone else at the office while you chase your fantasies, okay? Julie, long time no see. Amy? Oh, wow, it's been forever. Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was that high school reunion. What, 2 years ago? How have you been? I've been doing all right, thanks. What about you? What's going on? Actually, I wanted to talk to you about something, and it's kind of important. You got a minute? Of course. What is it? So, I recently took over my family's company. I'm the CEO now. Whoa, seriously? That's amazing, Amy! Congrats! Thanks, really, but, that's not the main reason I'm messaging you. It's about your brother Morgan. Really? I didn't think the two of you had ever met. Well, we hadn't until he started working at my parents' company about a month ago. Wait a second. You're the CEO that he keeps telling me about? He's been talking about me? Yeah, non-stop. I had no idea he was talking about you, though. I see. Wait, didn't you get married a few years ago? Like 3? Yeah, I did. Oh no. Please don't tell me Morgan's doing something inappropriate to you. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I thought maybe we should sit down and chat face to face. Wow, okay. So that answers my question. Amy, whatever he did, please know that I am very, very sorry. Yeah, let's talk. The sooner the better. Would tomorrow after work be okay? I think this is something that should get taken care of as soon as possible. Yeah, I totally agree. Want to meet at the bar we went to after the reunion? Perfect. I remember that place. We can meet up after work around 6 if that's cool with you. Yep, works for me. See you then. And Julie, really, I hate to bother you with this. No. If that idiot brother of mine is making a menace of himself, then it's not a bother at all. I would love nothing more than to put that braggadocious brainlet in his place.
Yo, how goes the life of a broke high school dropout, Julie? I just got my very first paycheck, so I figured I'd drop you a text to brag about it.
Oh, hey Morgan. Actually, this is perfect timing. I was just about to message you myself.
Whoa, for real? You were gonna message me? That's a shocker! Wait a second, don't tell me. You found out I'm rolling in cash now and you're coming to ask for a handout?
What? No. That's not what this is about.
Sure it's not, Julie. Sure it's not. Well, good news. Now that I'm officially a full-time employee and making bank at a solid $1,800, I have plenty of leeway to help out a peasant like yourself. So how much do you want? Name your price, I'll throw some cash your way.
Did you just say $1,800?
You're shocked, right? I don't blame you. It's pretty incredible. That's way more than I ever made at those other joke jobs. Man, am I glad I decided to quit those dead-end jobs when I did. Now I'm at a new company with a hot chick for a CEO who recognizes my talent and pays me properly. At this rate, don't be surprised if I end up running the whole company by next year. I mean, come on, with my brilliance, it's only natural.
Okay, sorry to cut into your little delusional victory parade here, but let's slow it down for a second.
Oh, my bad. Was I going too fast for you? Is $1,800 too big a number for you to work with?
Yeah, no. Quite the opposite, actually. Celebrating a $1,800 paycheck is cute and all, but it's also kind of sad. Especially if that's the biggest check you've ever gotten. which, judging by your excitement, it definitely is.
What? Sad? Are you kidding me?
Let me explain something to you. The reason this is your biggest paycheck ever is just because this is the first time in your entire life that you've been hired full-time.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, yeah. Every single job you had before this was either temp or part-time.
Really?
You mean you didn't know? And that wasn't by accident, by the way. Grandpa made sure of it. He didn't want you getting in over your head, so every company he helped you get into only hired you on a trial basis. You were supposed to prove yourself first, then work your way up to a real full-time role.
What the?
But you never lasted more than a few weeks. You always bailed. So this time, Grandpa changed things up a bit. He figured if you couldn't handle working your way up, he'd at least get you into a company that offered a full-time role right away. That's how you got this current job.
You're serious about this?
If you don't believe me, didn't Grandpa tell you about it himself? I'm pretty sure he told you that this was your last chance.
He did?
You seriously don't remember that?
No, I guess I didn't, but it's whatever, because now I'm actually a fully fledged worker making a fully fledged salary. I guess I can go and tell Grandpa that I won his little game.
Good grief, Morgan.
Anyway, I meant it when I said I'd help you out earlier. Go on, tell me how much you want from me.
I make $250,000 a year, so I don't need your charity.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, I figured you'd be good with numbers, being a college graduate and all. But how about I put it to you this way? If your monthly income was a cheeseburger, then I would be making 11 and a half cheeseburgers.
What the hell? That's not even possible. I mean, you're a high school dropout. High school dropouts don't make that kind of money.
Well, this one does. I make most of it through ad revenue from my videos.
What the heck even is that? Ad revenue from videos?
I create content. People watch it. The more views I get, the more companies pay to advertise on my channel. Simple.
That's... You can do that?
And another thing, for someone your age, the average monthly income is somewhere around $2,500. So yeah, yours is kind of on the low side.
No, you're telling me I'm not actually earning that much?
Though honestly, with how often you've job hopped, it's not surprising and perhaps even a bit better than I expected. But that's completely beside the point for this discussion. Have you been stalking your boss?
Whoa, hold on, that is not true. I'm not stalking her, she's totally into me. We've got a vibe going. We've been making eye contact, having moments. It's a bit of a shock to learn that she's not actually paying me that well, but I can feel it, Julie. Within a few months, I'm gonna be moving right into that chick's penthouse condo.
You colossal moron.
Hey!
Your boss texted me yesterday. She told me that you've been stalking her.
What? No way! She's just being shy! She's clearly into me and doesn't know how to show it! But really, you're something else, Julie. You expect me to believe that a gorgeous businesswoman like her would waste her time talking to a flunky like you?
Okay, that's it. I'm officially angry now. I mean, I've been angry for a while, but you just escalated things. That gorgeous businesswoman is married, you idiot.
No way!
Yeah, and she has kids too.
What? You mean she's married with kids and yet she's still in love with me?
No, she's not in love with you. For God's sake, Morgan, wake up!
Look, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, seriously, why would you know anything about her? Really, Julie, making up lies about a woman you've never met to get back at me? That's just sad.
Your boss, Amy? We went to middle school together and to high school before I dropped out.
You're kidding!
She tells me that you spend your days doing nothing but going around to other employees and telling them how to do their jobs. You barge in on meetings with clients that you weren't invited to. You order all the female employees to go and buy you coffee. And on top of that, you're stalking the CEO. Do you have any idea how much you've embarrassed me?
It's not my fault no one else recognizes my genius!
You're really still going with that?
And I mean, I never heard anything about her being married.
Okay, you leave me with no choice. This is the final straw.
Huh?
It looks like it's time for you to go and work somewhere you'll be given a proper education about just how tough and unforgiving the real world is.
But I already have a job!
Not anymore, you don't. I've told Grandpa about everything you've been doing, and he is furious.
You told him?
He said that since you clearly show no signs of reforming, he's going to have to go with his original plan. You remember that construction company? The one Grandpa's friend runs?
Wait, you're not talking about Mr. Graves, are you? That guy looks like a supervillain!
Yep, that's him. And Grandpa just gave the go-ahead. You're done at Amy's company.
No!
Your resignation has been submitted and accepted. Starting tomorrow, you'll be on site with Mr. Graves and his crew, and they're gonna work you harder than you've ever worked in your life. So, good luck with that. You're absolutely gonna need it.
Julie, please, you can't do this to me. Don't let Mr. Graves take me. I'm begging you!
Not long after that, our grandfather personally escorted my brother, who was still living at home, to the employee dorms of Mr. Graves' company. Mr. Graves, known for his no-nonsense attitude and reputation for reforming lazy freeloaders, told Grandpa he would be glad to take in Morgan any time of the day. So off they went. My brother, apparently, was bawling his eyes out the whole car ride there, his face covered in snot and tears, screaming, "I'm a genius! I'm a genius! Why doesn't anybody understand?" while throwing a tantrum like a toddler. But reality caught up with him fast. Amy ended up filing a formal compensation claim for stalking, which pretty much forced him into work whether he liked it or not. Every now and then, I still get texts from him saying stuff like, "I can't take this anymore. Please, Julie, come rescue me from this prison." Naturally, I leave them on read. Here's hoping the hard labor eventually knocks some basic sense into him.